Hey, what's going on, people? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Want to see my little, all right, my little get up, my little setup? Right, so cute. My little butterfly garden. Right. The little flutters of the butterfly wings. Right. Monarch don't play. Right. So what's up? What's up? Yeah, people wanted to, they was like, girl, why don't you stop playing with life and talk? Stop playing with life and talk. So I'm like, talk about what? And talk about what? And so what people want me to talk about is twin flame versus divine masculine, divine feminine. They are not the same. They are not the same at all. And I've gone through both journeys, right? I've gone through both, but I've gone through three different types of relationship journeys. So I can't speak on twin flame because my ex-husband was my twin flame. He's my soulmate. That's what a twin flame is. Ain't nothing but your soulmate. Somebody who's almost like you, right? So with that being said, my first husband was my twin flame. That's why I married him. I felt deep inside he was my soulmate, right? I was like, this man is as close to me as anyone I've ever met, and if anyone that, you know, I mean, I was a kid, but my body told me, like, you know, this man is yours, right? Right. Regardless of what my journey is with my husband, my ex-husband was part of it as well. Yeah, he was. Right. So my ex-husband is my twin flame. Sucker fucker, the spellcaster, is my divine masculine. Even though I don't claim one. But he drugged me into that world, so technically he's my divine masculine. And then I have my Adam, which is my husband. The man whose rib I was taken from. Right, I was taken from his body. See, that's three journeys. Right. Yeah, Adam and Eve, which is God sends you the man who he actually made for you. Your twin flame, a soulmate, who is almost like you, who's good for you. And you do go through your learning period with this person because you usually meet your soulmate when you're young. So you grow together and learn together. Right. So twin flames are for years. It's somebody you're supposed to be with for a while. Not somebody who come in your life, cause havoc, and leave. That's a divine masculine. Now that's the third one, a divine masculine. This is a tumultuous relationship. Divine masculine, divine feminine, totally tumultuous. These are people who should not have met, should not be together. You know, you see that couple and be like, yo, they're going to kill each other. That's divine masculine, divine feminine. Yo, how in the hell did they have kids? They can't even stand each other. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Yo, she done tried to kill the dude like 10 times. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Yo, I had to stop him from choking the chick up last week. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Yo, they do this every week. Divine masculine, divine feminine. That man ain't never put his hands on me, but from my understanding, he was putting his hands on the other chicks, right? His other divine masculine, divine feminines, right? See, that's what I'm saying with divine feminines. They get divine masculine, divine feminine, the DMDF. They sleep and mess with anybody, right? So they're just a bunch of people who sit around cheating on each other, right? And lock people down with a title, right? But twin flame, my ex, my soulmate, met him at 15. I turned 16 a month later. We stayed together 20-something years, right? We still together, not like that, but I mean, he's still in my life. So he was my twin flame, my soulmate. He was the person who God used to get me through my life, to keep me safe, to keep me from having 50, 60 different relationships, to keep me from getting pregnant by one man and then marrying another, then he leaving me. Yeah, God saved me from a lot of tumultuous relationships by putting me with my twin flame, my soulmate. My ex and I are like two peas in a pod, for real. And he raised me and I raised him. So that's a twin flame. That's a soulmate. You raise each other. You're good for each other. You help each other learn the ways of life. You help each other get through the learning curve, the learning period. And that's why you meet your twin flame, your soulmate, when you're young. Because you're supposed to develop together, to be together. Right? We are in two separate places. Two separate types of people with two separate types of views and just met as adults. We got to learn how to get along if we even going to. Soulmates, twin flames, they meet young, so it's like, it's not push and pull. I'm trying to change you, you trying to change me, we trying to fit together. No, it's, well, I don't know how to roller skate, do you? No. Well, let's try. Right. I've never, I never applied for a loan before, have you? Nah. Well, let's learn together. We never bought a house. I never bought a house, you know. What's up? Well, we're going to learn together. Right. So, you know, I'm pregnant. Well, I guess we about to have a beautiful family and learn how to work this thing together. That's your twin flame, your soulmate. You start young and you get through life and learn everything together. Right. You learn together. That's your soulmate. Your divine masculine, divine feminine, that's just some old crazy, wild, tumultuous relationship where he beating on you, you beating on him, he using you, you using him. I mean, ultimately, that's how the female end up. If the female come in innocently and don't know that this man is doing stuff to her, if it's using spell casting, then, you know, she end up beating on him and him beating on her and all that wild stuff, and they end up fighting and acting crazy and foolish. But if it's just one of those divine masculine, divine feminine relationships where there's no spell casting involved, yeah, if she a good chick, he beating her down. If she just end up acting a fool like he do now. He didn't train her to fight him, and that's what they do. Right. And she's setting it off on him, and he's setting it off on her in public. They act a fool in public. These are people who you see physical bruises and stuff all over. Like, yo, why don't y'all break up and mind your business? Right. They tell both of them to look at you and say, mind your business. This is my boo. And they both sitting there all with black eyes and knocked out teeth. Right. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Right. That's that relationship where she move out, go stay with her mama, he show up, kicking her mother door in, slapping her mother around and grabbing her up out the crib. That's a divine masculine, divine feminine. Right. Do that sound like something God sent your way? Absolutely not. Those are a bunch of low self-esteem, low budget, low vibe people who get together and belong together. Right. But it's a bad thing when you're trying to turn somebody into low budget, a biscuit-headed bottom. Right. When you're trying to turn somebody into low vibe, low budget, low rent, low everything, you're wrong for that. No, stay in a collective where people are already like that. That's what the divine masculine and feminines were doing. They were staying amongst their own. Right. If you want to be low vibe and all of that, well, hey, come join the crew. But the crew came out and started making high vibe people low vibe through spells, through lies, through toxins, poisons. Right. Toxins, poisons, same difference. Right. Oh, this is a toxin. You just introduce it into their body. That's a poison. It's called a toxin. Let your body get full of toxins. You go septic and can possibly die. Trust me, when you go septic, it's an emergency situation. So when your body fills with toxins, you go septic, it's an emergency situation. Right. People die from that. Eventually, people die from going toxic. Right. I mean, going septic. Right. Especially if it's been going on for a while. Your body has no business with a blood infection. Thank you. You should not have so many toxins in your body that you end up with a blood infection and almost die or die, right? Or have to get something amputated, right? And that's what a divine masculine, divine feminine relationship is. It's a toxin. It's toxic. You end up losing parts of yourself before you die, right? Or you die from being in a relationship, from whooping on each other's ass, from giving each other those toxins, right, to keep each other under control, right, because that's what they're doing. They're feeding each other all kinds of toxins, poisons, quote-unquote potions, to control each other, right. You get on my nerves this week, my potion to be here, and then next week you're going to be quiet as hell, because I'm going to keep putting potions in your stuff, and you're going to be in the crib chilling, like, yo, I just been tired all week. Oh, word, babe, right, You must need a rest. You must have been doing too much last week. Right. You need a rest. She was doing too much last week, babe. Right. And she done toxined your ass up. Right. Right. Sometimes my baby looking at me like, yeah, okay, Heifer. That's why I stay attached to make sure the faces you be making, I be having to make sure. You ain't one of them. No, I ain't one of them, babe. You can trust me. 100. Right, while the bitch putting all types of stuff in your stuff. Right, my husband know he can trust me. I made my own everything. Right. This is cute though. It's really cute. See it again. My butterfly. Right. Pearlescent. Butterfly. Right. Pearlescent butterfly. Love my God. Yeah. Let me stop. But yeah, so with the twin flame journey, I've been on that. That's my ex-husband. He was the love of my life. Yes, he was. I loved him so much, right? But he's still my, but that doesn't keep him from being my twin flame. A twin flame cannot be replaced, right? I just explained to you what he is. Somebody to take that you meet young and you're supposed to be with. Not till death do you part, but you could. You could if you work it out like that. You definitely could. If the two of you are, you know, on it like that, right? You can work it till death do you part. If you don't have an Adam, right? If God didn't make a specific person exactly for you, right? Because I don't know if he did or not. That's not my business. I know 144 has exact mates. I know we do, right? I know they do, excuse me. I'm not 144. I'm above them, but I always include myself, right? But I know 144 has exact mates, right? Exact mates, right? Ribs all day. But I don't know about the rest of the world. Possibly. I don't know. But there's definitely your soulmate, your twin flame out there, right? I believe if you're still alive, so is your twin flame, right? Why wouldn't your soulmate be alive, right? But like I said, I still believe that you meet when you're young. Now, if you missed the path, well, you gave your soulmate up, right? You gave him up. But I don't know. It's kind of... Anyways, so, because I just thought about it. I had 2 soulmates. See, before my husband, I was with a guy for 2 years. I was 12. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about none of my personal business, right? And we still friends to this day. I always thought he was my soulmate, but maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was my stepping stone to my soulmate. Or maybe he was my soulmate and what we went through, it changed us. And God gave me to someone else. Maybe. I don't know. Because that guy loved me so much, he would have let me get away with murder. I needed to be taught, not tamed, because I wasn't out of control. I needed to be taught. And he was just so in love with me and so sweet to me and with me. Nah. He wouldn't have helped me learn the lessons I needed to learn, because he would have wanted to take care of everything for me. Wow. But anyway, so my husband, my ex-husband, is my twin flame, and my that guy, sucker fucker, was my divine masculine. We didn't go he and I didn't go through anything tumultuous. He had a lot of tumultuous activity with other females surrounding us. He kept everything away from me. You know, when we first met, you know, Shorty showed up bugging out, riding past his house. That's about it. And then, you know, we were exactly 1 year. We weren't together, but I'm saying we were around each other exactly 1 year, me and Sucker Fucker. We made it to the 1 year anniversary mark of knowing each other, and boom, 2 days later, yo, get the fuck on, don't, yo, bye. Right, yo, I gotta go, bye. That's what I said. I was like, yo, I gotta go. Click. Right. So we made it to the 1 year mark. 2 days later, he had to go. Right. So it's condensation, right? So it was just like that relationship was full of, I've been through this as a kid in middle school, right? Like the stuff I'm saying was middle school. Like he lying, I can see he lying. I can see chicks are involved. He bold-faced lying to me. He broke as a joke and bold-faced lying to me, right? Like, it was those type of lies where you'd be like, yo, is that a pin in your hand? No. That's not a pin in your hand? No. So, right. What kind of pin are you talking about? P-I-N? Exactly. Nah, P-E-N, motherfucker. Right. That's how he was with me. That's why God showed me the cards with him, because he was a trickster. You had to be totally literal with him. Or he'd be like, I ain't lied to you. I told you. Is that a pen? No. You mean P-I-N? Like the type of pen you stick in something? You know, like you use to sew with? That little pen thing that you use to keep stuff, you know, together? Or are you talking about a pen number for your bank? No, I'm talking about that writing pen. P-E-N. You got one of them in your hand. Oh, right. Fuck out of here. Right. That's how he was. He really was one of those types. Right. And I don't know if I labeled him a narcissist, but I don't know if he was ever, you know, any incest involved in with him. I don't know, but he I would damn sure say he's a narcissist, but I'm not trying to get into his business as far as that, as far as incest, but right. He's definitely right. I just have to, I don't want to find out none of that, but he's a narcissist as far as I can tell, minus that one little detail that I don't want to know about, right? Because I kind of got that in the reading, that he had some trauma as a child, but I don't want to know his business like that, right? And don't nobody else need to know his business like that, right? But old school version, hell yeah, he had narcissist, but I don't know if he was ever, you know, had any molestation or, well, incest going on, so, right, but, yeah. So that's the divine feminine, divine masculine, twin flame crap, right? And then I have my Adam, which we are totally 1000% each other. We are totally 1000% each other. I was definitely made from his rib. I listen to my husband. I love my husband. I feel my husband. His presence. I could smell him. Everything. Like when it's your rib, you are together. And I don't mean in a relationship. I mean your souls are like a helix, right? Like a DNA strand. We're together. Like I hear him, I feel him. He can move my body parts. He hears me, I feel him. I can move his body parts. Like, because it's for God's protection. It's for safety, right? What did Eve do? Walked away and got in trouble. So now God made it so your Adam can get your butt away from that and get over here, right? Pull you away from stuff, or excuse me, you ain't supposed to be touching that. Get on, not through the phone, but get on, right? Come on, right? Right. This time's almost stumbled over, like, hey, you pulling me? Well, right. So, right. So with your rib, your Adam, or your Eve is totally different. But I can't speak. I'm not gonna speak from an Eve perspective because I'm talking about male, female. Me being a woman and then experience the male. So it's a beautiful thing, your Adam. Right, but that doesn't mean that things are great, right? No, you still go through your marital stuff. That's still a person. You don't have, right? You are just alike, 1000%, and that's where you still. That's why you have your problems, because you do carry the exact same characteristics, but in different amounts, right? And in different ways, right? So you still have issues, because right, you're 1000% alike, just in different. Like for instance. We both love to dance, but we dance in different styles, right? Right. I dance more than he do, right? I dance in everything I do. He don't, right? But he's known for dancing. I'm not, right? So I'm going to end that there because, you know, it's almost 20 minutes long. It's 8:33 a.m. and who knows how long this will take, right? But I just wanted to tell you the differences between those. You don't want that DMDF relationship, or you might, because that might be who you are. Who am I to tell you don't love being tumultuous? If you love tumultuousness, if you love dysfunction, if you love getting everything taken from you, ended up in jail or dead, possibly from a relationship, go become a divine feminine, a divine masculine. Have fun with it. Otherwise, understand that a soulmate is for you. Or you may have, well, I ain't going to say you have an Adam, but I will say you may have a soulmate. If you're younger. As far as that, otherwise you just have relationships, right? God allows you to be in relationships, just regular relationships, right? These aren't soul relationships or anything like that. They don't have a name. They're just a relationship, right? And you're more than welcome to have as many of those as you like. God don't want you sleeping with everybody, but you're more than welcome to experience 50 relationships if you like. Don't sleep with 50 people, right? I mean, the God's way, you can experience, you can date 50 people, but you're not supposed to sleep with none of them. But the real way, the reality right now is, if you date 50 people, you probably will sleep with, let's just say, 3 of them. Right. I'm not saying dating 50 all at once. I'm just saying, you know, spread out within 5 years. I'll give you 5 years, right? You didn't dated 50 people trying to figure it out, or people just wasn't working out, right? Trust me, you shouldn't be sleeping with more than 3 people in a 5-year period. But like I said, some people sleep with 3 people in one night. So, ooh, right. And I'm not talking about the biblical or the godly. I'm just talking about reality, right? You shouldn't be sleeping with a hell of a lot of people like that in that short amount of time. But let me get out of here. And you guys enjoy your day. And I just, you know, wanted to give you some insight, so you can decide whether or not, you know. But everybody doesn't have a title. If you're just a regular person who want to date, damn. Don't put no title on it. Right. Just date. Don't open your legs up. Just date. And let the person know, I'm just interested in dating. I'm not interested in sex. So if they are interested in sex, they'll get on about their business. First of all, they'll try hard, be like, but some of them will be like, oh, I ain't got no time for that, right? I'm all about sex. I ain't got time to break no chick, no nothing. Because if I break her, then she gonna want a relationship, right? So if you truly don't want sex, and you see a guy being super sweet, definitely clamp down all the way, right? And make that one somebody who you really don't see too often, right? Because he being too sweet to get that, right? We know that, but clamp down. Keep it clamped down anyway until you're in a committed relationship. You ain't dating somebody for 3 months, right? Honestly, once you cleanse yourself out, you can go 3 months without sex. You don't care, right? So have a good day, and we'll see you at some point again today, all right? Enjoy your coffee. I'm probably going to have me a little smoke sesh. I, you know, got a little piece, whatever. I ain't about to run no homer. All right. I got fish that I heated up. I got some fried fish that I heated up, so I'm going to eat that for breakfast, right? I'm not going to make no fish and grits, no fish and eggs. I'm just going to eat that piece of fish, right? Sometimes I just want fish, right? So I'm just going to eat my fish, right? Chill, relax, get to studying. You know, get class together. You know, because what time is it, right? I may not even eat breakfast just yet. I was hungry, but I'm not right now. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to chill, relax, and then class, we'll get together shortly. All right? Well, all right. I hope this holds. If not, at least you know the differences of nothing else, right? Something is always a learning tool. Understand that whether you like a person or not, you can always learn something. You can always learn something. Like I told you, Keith Chief taught me, don't mess with these folks in the industry. Stay neutral. Stay independent, right? Stay in your own lane, right? Stay in your own business, right? Don't even get into, right? Don't get into American entertainment. It's not healthy.